There's a world inside the world that you see. Those are song lyrics. I watch a lot of videos. This is part of my daily existence, and I want to respond. I want to be the controversial one for a minute, because I see people being controversial and saying things, and then sometimes I see people saying accurate things, and I think, yo, if I was in a conversation with that person, I would have been like, actually, what you just said was inaccurate. Here's why. This is the accuracy. And they're like, oh. And then the message is powerful. Because I know a lot of guys that are activists and girls, and when they say one wrong thing in the middle of like an 8-minute rant, the entire rant loses validity. I've been there. Yeah, I've done that. I have like 1,300 YouTube videos probably, and I would guess that in at least 100 of them I've said something inaccurate. So, the liberal agenda is to prevent World War III by instilling military bases and economic prowess around the world. You know, economic warfare, taking countries over, financially installing a central bank, installing U.S. military bases, and that's what's called this is liberal rules-based system that they invented after World War II, which they called the military-industrial complex. Eisenhower's like, well, there's no stopping it now. It's either that or the U.S. had no standing military before that. And you saw what happened when Hitler tried to take over the world. He almost did. So we basically are preventing that, and we have. As chaotic as it's been, I mean, the U.S. has been at war for 17 years. There is no World War III. Of course, we're not told that it's World War III, but are we in World War III right now? Did we start World War III in 2001 when we invaded Iraq, Libya, Syria, Afghanistan, where human trafficking is now the #1 highest paid job in Libya? Human trafficking now is like one of the most lucrative. They don't even traffic drugs anymore. They traffic people because it's so much more valuable. That's where the liberal agenda got us. So this is why this conservative backlash is happening. Now, I don't see two sides. I see a lot of different ways of being, but the backlash against the word liberal, and the reason why people are angry about the word liberal, is this liberal rules-based system. You can type in liberal rules-based system, and you'll find what Eisenhower was talking about, the military-industrial complex. They openly were like, this is a liberal. In the 50s or 60s or whatever, they were like, really wanted everyone to get excited about a liberal thing. Well, we saw what 70 years of this liberal agenda's got us. A militarized world in a lot of ways. So there's this backlash against this pushing towards nationalism. The problem that I see with nationalism is that it's a limit. You want to go beyond that. You want to go to like statism and cityism and then neighborhoodism, and you want a blockchain with an immutable database for all your tax dollars where we can all see where everyone's taxes are going. Not necessarily, you could keep it somewhat private with like a code, but where you could verify your own taxes, but you could see where all the tax dollars were supposed to be going to and track it on a local level and remove a lot of the power from the global top-down hierarchy structure. That's the idea of the conservative agenda, is to give power back to the base. Of course, I think the problem with the government right now, the conservative power in government, is that they want to keep it at a nationalistic level, maybe? And consolidate the power at the nationalistic level, which is just one fucking step. It's like a bloated anus of the power structure right now. Pollution flies through the air right over borders. They don't give a fuck. Drone bombers don't need to knock on the door before they get hacked and flown back over your capital. So yeah, nationalism is an interesting concept, but let's be realistic. We need like a connected society on all the levels. I like the blockchain for that. And I think I have a lot of hope for us as a species.